Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a look at a very specific item, something you might need if your Potensic Atom drone has had a bit of a mishap. This is the upper shell replacement, specifically designed for the Potensic Atom 3-axis gimbal drone. It's listed as a generic brand part, which is interesting because often you'd expect to get replacement parts directly from the manufacturer, but having third-party options can be really helpful, especially if the original parts are hard to find or expensive. The product information tells us this is just the upper shell, and it comes in gray. So, if your drone's top cover is scratched, cracked, or otherwise damaged, this is the piece you'd be looking at to restore its appearance and potentially protect the internal components better. It's important to note that this is only the upper shell. It doesn't include any electronics, screws, or other parts of the drone. You're getting just the plastic housing for the top section. The fact that it's for the Potensic Atom is crucial. Drone parts are highly specific, and a shell from one model almost certainly won't fit another, even from the same brand. So, if you own a Potensic Atom, and specifically the one with the 3-axis gimbal, this is the compatible part. The listing mentions the drone's features like Wi-Fi connectivity and included remote control, and that it's suitable for adults and beginners. But those details are about the drone itself, not the shell. The shell's job is simply to fit onto that specific drone model. Being a generic brand, the fit and finish are things you'd want to consider. Does it snap into place as cleanly as the original? Is the plastic quality comparable? These are questions that would typically be answered by user reviews or by actually installing the part. However, the availability of a generic replacement means there's a market for fixing these drones rather than just replacing them entirely, which is great for hobbyists and anyone who wants to save money. If your drone is still flying perfectly but looks a bit beat up, replacing the shell is a much more economical solution than buying a whole new drone. The gray color means it should match the standard gray Potensic Atom drone. If your drone is a different color, this gray shell would obviously change its appearance. For some, that might be a downside, but for others, a slightly different look might not matter as much as getting the drone back in good shape. The process of replacing a drone shell usually involves carefully unscrewing the old one, disconnecting any components attached to it, like antennas or LED lights, if applicable to the upper shell, and then fitting the new one and screwing it back together. It requires a bit of patience and a small screwdriver, but it's generally a manageable DIY repair for someone comfortable with handling small electronics. Overall, this generic upper shell for the Potensic Atom drone serves a very practical purpose. It provides a way to repair cosmetic or minor structural damage to the drone's body without the expense of replacing the entire unit. For owners of the gray Potensic Atom who have dinged up their drone, this replacement shell offers a path to making it look new again and ensuring the internal parts remain protected. It's a straightforward replacement part for a specific need.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.